Hello, guys. You are welcome to another exciting episode here on Pious Football. Now, massive news coming through at the camp of Manchester United is all over the place now. Leny Yoro to Manchester United is almost getting close to a done deal. The player is finally on his way en route to Manchester to do his medical. Now, you remember somewhere last week I spoke about the fact that Leny Yoro, the transfer fee for Leny Yoro has been agreed between Manchester United and, of course, Lille Metropole in France. Now, the player, his desire to, play for Real Madrid has been the only obstacle as at last week to, United completing the deal. But within the past week, it seems like Manchester United and then sporting director Dan Ashworth have managed to break the ice with Leny Yoro. The player has now agreed to join the club. Now it is said that he was impressed with the level of preciseness, the level of determination, the level of poise with which United pursued him, and that has really impressed him. He has also been impressed by the new management and the project that was communicated to him, and he feels that it is something that he would love to be a part of. So United managed to agree personal terms somewhere around £140,000 a week. It is currently being touted. Now I'll bring you I think the specifics about that because I'm not really sure about the wage bill, because it looks like somewhere it's 110, others are quoting 140, but I will bring you the details about that later on. But Leny Yoro is currently en route to Manchester United. He will land at Manchester Airport very soon, and then he will complete his medical, and then deal will be done as soon as possible. Now we hope that a hijack will not be on the way. Real Madrid favored slowing down the pace of the pursuit of Leny Yoro because he has just 1 year remaining on his contract. They felt that they were not ready to pay more than 30 million euros for Leny Yoro, which was way below the expectations and the requirements that Lille wanted for the player. So United paying that 60 million euros plus, of course, 5 million euros in add-ons plus 7 million euros in more difficult attainable add-ons. Okay, so right now the deal is officially 62 million euros. Now, a lot of things are being said by rival clubs. Now, I just want to address a few misconceptions. Okay. Now, the fact is that United are overpaying for Leny Yoro is neither here nor there, because at this point in time, Leny Yoro is one of the best centre backs in the world. At his age, he's probably the best teenage, centre back in the world. Okay, so if you are paying 60 million euros for a teenage centre back who is the best in the world, it's not money wasted. Also, look at the prospect. Okay, the prospect for the future. He's signing a 6-year contract, so many years ahead for him to develop into one of the best centre backs in the world. Now, also, if you look at the fact that, just a perspective, okay, if you compare the total amount of money that United will spend on his weekly wages plus his overall, sale package for a year, if you add, all of that, okay, in a year, United will spend somewhere around 17.5 million pounds a year on Leny Yoro's, number one, his wage, and of course, number two, the total cost of the player. If you spread it out for the number of years he's staying at the club, that is 6 years, then you spend somewhere around 17.5 million pounds a year on Leny Yoro. Now, if you compare that to the fact that even Raphael Varane's wages alone, not part of his, his transfer, his wages alone, if you spread out his wages in a year, you are paying 18 million pounds. That is the perspective here. We are paying 18 million pounds in wages to Raphael Varane. That was how much we were paying for Raphael Varane's in his wages alone. But Leny Yoro's wages plus his transfer fee spread out in a year is 17.5. So honestly, this is a massive steal. This is a transfer, super a class transfer. This is an ingenious transfer that has been orchestrated by Ineos, and people who are not really in the know of how these things go will think we are overpaying for this player. But believe me, this is super transfer that by Manchester United, and it shows that this is how things will go if you have a team of experts, if you have a team of football knowledgeable people running the club, and this is the pace at which they are able to do very difficult deals. And kudos to Ineos, kudos to Dan Ashworth and his team for everything that they are doing for Manchester United.